What's going on? Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing wonderful. It's crazy. When you're a kid and you realize, like, oh, it's Christmas break, you think of it being so awesome. But now as an adult, you're like, gosh, I have my kids home today. Gosh, I have like so many
Yeah,
more things to do.
I know. I know. I have a Christmas Eve thing to get to, and then tomorrow's another Christmas Eve party, and I'm working all day tomorrow, and then working on the Friday too. So just trying to kind of manage and run around and do all the things. so,
You're working all those times?
yeah, we got a lot coming up. So yep. so,
Yeah. Just from what I've seen, too, you've been busy as well. Like meetings and
it,
that one you showed photos of, just the amount of things.
It's been a lot, so but trying to kind of keep pace. There's a lot of different things that we're working on, and just even in individual endeavors with speaking things that are coming up in 2026, and trying to
Yeah.
time block and find the time to do all of it, and keep your head about you and all of that good kind of stuff. So it's always just a juggling and a balancing act.
Yeah. I do ice baths to cool down. So I assume you don't do ice baths though.
No, no, I'm so not a cold person. I've like heard that those things are the greatest for inflammation and all
I
of that. I just yet I can do hot yoga, but I have yet to work up the courage to try the ice bath. I'm pretty sure if I did and it was caught on camera, people would have a totally different opinion of me in the language that I can sometimes use. So, so yeah. I love your
you
artwork
and
in the
you.
background. So
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, I just changed it up. Yeah, I used to be at one point into canvassing photos. So you know how those cost so much money, and I found
yeah.
out how cheap they are to do it yourself.
Right.
But you got some pretty awesome photos yourself. The
Thank you.
crocodiles or the
Yeah,
just
alligators. Yeah, I'm
the
hoping
alligators. Yeah,
the weather is still going to be in the 70s here, so like I'm hoping for Saturday in the swamp. I my hairstylist moved me to Sunday, so I know that Sunday. The Friday is work and then after work activities. So, but I'm still crossing my fingers for one more swamp tour in 2020.
you do touring.
Well, no, not really. It's kayaks, but I call it a self guided swamp tour.
I thought you were like doing other people, like showing other people around. That's insane.
No, no. I wish I need to make enough money to get my own boat, and then I will bring people on theme tours all the time, and I'll schedule like project
Yeah.
management retreats, but with alligators and theme parties and happy hour. So, but no, not quite the money yet to finance my own boat to bring people around. Maybe in the future, though. You never know. You never can tell. so,
Yeah.
but
Well, I definitely can say I hate the cold. Just to go to that last conversation, I actually hate ice baths, but they do a lot of really good things for you. So I went like 2 weeks without one, and then you start feeling differently. Your body starts adapting back to the way it was, and you're like, okay, yeah, you gotta.
you got to go
I
jump
don't
back
know.
in the ice water.
Yeah, you gotta go jump back in a 30-degree tub. But yeah, you've never tried it, huh?
No. I guess I
You
have to work
pass.
up. I guess I have to work up the courage at some point to try that experience. It's like I'm on this path of trying all kinds of other things, so I should probably give that a whirl at some point. But
How's that going for you? Trying all kinds of different things. I read a study about how good that is actually for you. Or to do
well,
the opposite of things you don't like to do.
so sometimes it's good. The growth is, growth. I mean, I posted about that this morning. It's so true because it can be totally uncomfortable. I mean, especially like with learning and work and trying to learn all the different AI things and course creating and video content.
There's
Just
a
all the stuff.
lot.
You're like totally pushing yourself to this next level where you can at least get to the point that you are more comfortable with things. And then you realize, oh, okay, this wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that can be a motivator to keep moving forward in that. So I'd done skydiving in the past.
Never
Lining
done it.
was
Never
a
done
thing
it.
that
I'll pass.
I haven't done it in a really long time, but like zip lining, I've done a couple of times, and I really like that, especially when I'm in a place that's very scenic. and I can calm down enough just to like zip line and enjoy what's happening in the views and just kind of keep your mind clear and present on those things. But it's funny. I mean, I guess I've always been a risk taker, but I think I'm starting to do that more, even with age, because it's like
Yeah.
friends my age, they're like, oh, we're so old and this and that. I'm like, nah, y'all can do that. I'm just getting started. Y'all hold on. Watch my fear.
That's nuts.
So, yeah.
You definitely don't seem like the regular typical people in the age bracket, 30s, right?
Yeah, you're very kind. No, I will be, this ties in with the theme, but I will be 52 in January.
There's no way.
Yeah.
You hold your age very well.
Thank you. And so it's, I don't know, got some different things in the works for 2026 to tie along with, 52 weeks in a year, 52 cards in a deck. Just go full astrology and numbers and have a little fun with it, because I think it's an important lesson. I mean, there's so many people at different ages, whether they're in the 50s, 40s, or 30s. I mean, I know 20-year-olds that are like, is this it? Is this as good
This
as
is life?
And I'm like, oh, stop. You don't need to start that now. But I watch my 77-year-old dad sometimes, and I see what he can still get done. Like an example was the tree that fell down in the yard last week. I was obsessed with helping him out with it as much as possible between work and between going to Galveston.
Yeah.
We got that tree done between Monday night and about an hour away from the desk on Tuesday. But I walked out there at one point, and he was out there with the saw, but I walked out there at one point, he had stood it up on a jack stand so that when he sawed through it, it wouldn't hit the ground. It was elevated a little bit. And I was like, my God, you're doing this at 77 years old. I was like, I know 20-year-olds who have called it a day.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive, but we have those conversations often. Like, everybody has their levels where life gets them and they slow down, but it's kind of like, give yourself credit for what you are doing, and don't ever think that the best days are past you. I mean, I think that's nonsense.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's a double negative.
it is, but sometimes it's just us getting outside of our own heads. So
yeah, I think that's really easy too. There was actually a study that I was reading, and they studied this group of people, and they found it very interesting how much of negativity is in your own thoughts in your own head. And if you were just to push past it and find a way to just give it a shot, how much better that would make you.
True. It's half the battle is mental. Meaning they even say that for people that are diagnosed with, certain types of illnesses. You can have all the positivity in the world, and there may just be the diagnosis that is the diagnosis. But at the same time,
it could be the opposite too.
Try to adjust behaviors, adjust mindset, keep the hope, make small changes. I've seen different things turn around in a better direction for them too. So
yeah, I actually had. Have you ever had insomnia?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever? You have? Yeah. So anxiety induced or?
Yes. Or always thinking, always like not being able to turn it off, because in the middle of so many different things that you're not able to shut that valve off to sleep, or you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night ruminating about things that really don't matter. So
yeah. Well, so the interesting thing I found out about that, so I actually thought I had cancer at one point because I was dropping weight, had high anxiety, was not sleeping, and it got to the point that everything was like adrenaline rushed. And when you start Googling up your symptoms and you start looking down that rabbit hole, so many things gets blurred.
Right.
But the doctor even told me, he's like, this is a very dangerous road to be going down. So we would test all the tests. I think they did like 30 lab draws, but everything ended up coming back fine, normal. And so it's interesting when you actually start realizing what part of those are anxiety induced and what part of it's in your own head, and then just trying to make small changes every day. Andrew Huberman even brought up a study that he did about how simple, like the smallest little things, like even using your left hand for a day, or changing the smallest little detail, how you leave your house, how you make your morning coffee, like how much of those small details, even to make it funnier when friendships get lost or when people hurt other people or like people get other people upset. It's always over the small things.
It
The
is.
small things, never the major things, never the things you think you're getting mad about. It's the small little petty things
That
that
was the
people.
important lesson I had to learn in life. Sometimes other people's behaviors or perceptions have absolutely nothing to do with me, and I shouldn't take that personal. It's
Yeah,
a lot of times nothing that I have done. It may be something that they're going through, or their mood is different, or their reaction to things different. And I've had to catch myself doing that. Like if I'm in a mood or lash out, I was like, no, I that was totally on me. I was projecting all of these other things onto this person, and that was completely unfair of me to do. And I need to go back and let them know that and take ownership of that so I can make things right again. But not
do you
everybody
have
does
any?
that. Sometimes we let pettiness just get in the way of things, and it shouldn't. So
How did you learn how to do that trick, the technique? I think that's control, your own self control.
a lot of life experiences, a lot of reading. I mean, sometimes it's not just one self-help book. Sometimes you read things or you ingest information or you see it at the point in time that you're meant to see it, maybe. I know that
Yeah,
sounds a little bit hooky, but like there's times that I've
no,
read
that's true.
articles that I'm like, I really actually needed to see this perspective today. And this helped me to put some different things in check. So sometimes it's just random circumstance. And then other times, there were times when I was younger that I'd take things so personally and I just got tired of the way that felt. Or,
Yeah,
I got sick of the toxicity of it. So I just had to learn to change my perspective on things and not be. I can't always go through life expecting everybody else to behave in a way that I would expect. I have to accept people where they are for all of their different experiences and just learn from that. And then if it,
not try to fix people or
yeah,
fix something. I think by
right.
nature we try to fix things.
I don't usually block people, but like I've had to learn how to limit. Like if there's different things that people are doing that are wearing on my last nerve, then I
Yeah,
just had to learn how to be nice, and just say, okay, I don't have time for this. Or have you thought about that? Maybe go to this friend for that. As goofy as that sounds, it's like I'm no longer the world's best at listening to all my female friends' relationship dramas. I was really good at it even in my 30s or my 40s, but like later it's like, well, this person wasn't the nicest to you anyway. This might be a blessing in disguise. And then they don't want to hear that. They just want to whine. So it's like, nah, maybe I'll
I
take a
found that out.
break with
Yeah,
listening. And then it's kind of like, well, you really need to think about this and that behavior. And again, this might be a blessing that didn't work out. So,
yeah.
so yeah.
Might be a blessing your dad can still do those things at 72. I would never even assume, not just your dad, but there's even one of my best mentors. Like, he's like my grandpa I never had, but he's 80. I think they're in their 80s, him and his wife. And the things that they do is just, it makes you think like, I swear, like you think they were 30. But we went to Disney World with them, and they're very so kind, and they attract people just by having conversations. And I'm like, wow, you guys are literally just living the best retirement life.
It's my grandparents. So this is one on my dad's side. The sip and
Yeah,
chat. My grandfather was he was a very big businessman in the oil field, but he just had charisma and it was conversations. And even no matter what level he reached, he was able to invite people to his home, just sit back, just relax, have a
yeah,
conversation with them. So watching him while I grew up taught me a lot about relationship management too, I guess, and just personality and just listening to people and being welcoming towards them. I don't gravitate towards the type that are very, very ego driven, that want to talk about how much money they make, how much everything that they're doing. That that behavior
Yeah.
tends to tire me out a lot. So
It draws on you. Like we have a friend actually that we realized that I can't be in the room with longer than 5 minutes just because their energy draws from you. They're very high, go, eager, and self-destructive, almost in some ways.
correct.
Yeah,
And it's just life. I think a lot of that's life experiences and all of us following our own journey and figuring out what we can deal with, what drains us, and what we need to limit. And then conversely, what we need to do more of to kind of help fulfill our lives.